Hello, this is Jonathan with CPACareerCoach.com, and I just wanted to share a quick video explaining to you some of the factors that you need to consider in choosing a career. So here we are on the online whiteboard, and I've drawn 3 circles as a way to represent 3 different areas that you need to consider in choosing a career. And this can apply to all ages. It doesn't really matter if you are 18 and just entering college and you're really trying to think through this idea of what major to go after, or whether you're in your 40s and 50s and looking to make kind of a mid-career shift into doing something a little bit different that kind of aligns with your passions a little bit more. Regardless of what age, these principles apply. So the first circle we're going to talk about is called your natural strengths. And oftentimes your natural strengths are things that are under the radar. You don't see them always right away. These are the things that come easy to you, that when you do them you get lost in the flow and you just can effortlessly work on these type of activities for hours at a time and still have plenty of energy. One of the ways that you can identify whether you're not working in your natural strengths is when you're constantly tired or frustrated or drained or worn out with your work. That's a good indicator that you're working in an area that's not your strength, and so it's taking a lot of mental, physical energy from you. But if you want to really understand and discover your natural strengths, then ask somebody who knows you well to tell you what it is that you do well. And it might surprise you. You might oftentimes be surprised with the answer that you're given, because you may have thought that that certain task or that certain strength was something that inherently was good for anybody and everybody, and that everybody just has that strength, and it's easy for everybody, but that's not always true. So it's important to understand your natural strengths. Number 2, it's important to understand your personality type. This is where oftentimes in America we often get this wrong, because we follow after money. We think this will be a good stable job, it will provide lots of money for my family, and all we see is the lifestyle that we want to create. And so we kind of fake it till we make it. We force ourselves to do the best we can at maximizing our strengths and trying to do our best to even do better with our weaknesses and concentrate on them. But what happens is we end up frustrated because we're trying to become something that we're really not. And then the last circle represents our passions or interest. Now, oftentimes people make this idea of finding their passion to be, they make it too heavy, or they put too much pressure on themselves. But the truth is that your passions really are where your natural interests are. So I often use the illustration of, think about walking into a bookstore, Barnes & Nobles for example, and you walk into Barnes & Nobles. What section or area of Barnes & Nobles do you gravitate towards? What books do you like to read through? Those can be an indication of your passion or interest. So if you are gravitating towards the computer tutorials, then computers or information technology, the real detailed type work, might be something that fits you really well. Now here's how you put all this together. When you take your natural strengths, personality type, passions, and interest into play, then you'll find your sweet spot. So your sweet spot is where all 3 of these intersect. And this is where it can become powerful for you, because you have found your sweet spot. It's something that you're energized about. You can work for hours at a time. It's in an area of interest. It's also an area of natural strength. It's something that you enjoy doing, and it's just something you're excited about waking up and going to work about. So for more tips, go to CPACareerCoach.com.